Welcome back students. Now see the question number 4. Here we will compare the two shapes. First prisms and cylinders. So what we have to compare? How prisms and cylinders alike, and next how are pyramids and cones alike. So if you observe the diagrams, so this is your prism and this is your cylinder. What is the difference? If you observe its base is circular. So what we can say, this is cylinder, it can be looks like a prism. What is the difference? We can say that circular prisms, in which prism that has a circle as its base. So we can just compare prisms and cylinders. So this is known as cylindrical prisms. Circular prism. Next is pyramids and cones. So this is the triangular pyramid. When you compare this triangular pyramid with the diagram of a cone, so it looks alike. What is the difference? Only the base. Here base is in circle, here base is in triangle. So what we can say? This is a circular pyramid, a pyramid that has a circle as its base. Both are looks alike, but what is the difference? Here base is circular, here also base is circular. So this is the difference. So this is all about your question number 4. Move on to the next question. Question number 5. Is a square prism same as a cube? Explain. Let's see what is the answer. I will draw the diagram first. See the fifth question. Is a square prism is same as cube? Explain. Now I have drawn the prism. Square pyramid means what? So the square prism means what? Its base is in the shape of square, not all the surfaces. I am again telling you that square prism means what? Its base is in the shape of square. That's why it is known as square prism. So a square prism has a square as its base. However, it is not necessary that all the surfaces are in the shape of square. It can be in the shape of rectangle. So, however, its height is not necessary same as the side of the square. So, this is the height. If you consider, this is your square base. That's why it is known as square pyramid. But what about the height? If you consider, this is the height. It is not in the shape of square. It can be in the shape of rectangle. This is also in the shape of rectangle. So what we can say? Thus, a square prism can also be a cuboid. It can be cube, it can be cuboid, but it is not compulsorily cube. So this is the reason. It depends on the height. Your base is in the shape of square, it's okay, it is a square prism. But it is cube, that depends on the height of that particular prism. If height is same as the base, whatever base you have, and height same, then it is cube. Otherwise it can be cube or it can be cuboid. So this is the answer of your question number 5. Move on to the next question. Question number 6. Now see question number 6. You have given two diagrams and you have to verify the Euler's formula. So what is the Euler's formula? Number of faces plus number of vertices minus number of edges. It should be always equal to 2. So you have given a pentagon. Pentagon means it has 5 sides. Okay. So first of all we count the faces. Pentagon, so obviously 5 surfaces are there sidewise. One top and one bottom. So 5 plus 2, 7 faces. How many vertices? 5 upside, 5 downside. So it is 10 vertices. Now how many edges? 5 upsides, 5 down, total 10, and 5 sidewise. So total 15 edges. This way you have to count. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 top, 5 bottom, 10 and 5 sidewise. So this way it is there are 15 edges. Now we verify the Euler's formula. So F7 plus 10 minus 15, which is equal to 17 minus 15, which is equal to 2. What the answer? So what we can say, for pentagon the Euler's formula is satisfied. Now move on to the second diagram. Here you have given a prism shape and pyramid shape, both are clubbed together. So now how will you satisfy the Euler's formula or not, that we will check. So for that, first of all we have to count the faces, number of faces, number of vertices and number of edges. So how many faces are there? So if you consider this square pyramid, so it has already 4 faces. So total 4 for the upper top portion. Come to the downward. Downward also lateral surface is 4. So 4 plus 4, 8. And 1 is your base. So how many surfaces? 9. Next vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4 and the top one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many vertices? 9. Edges. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the lateral surface. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the top. 4 plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So total edges how many? 16. Again I am repeating. How many faces? 4 for the circular pyramid, 4 faces. 4 for this square, cuboid, lateral surfaces, 4 plus 4, 8. And 1 is your bottom. So total faces 9. Don't consider this faces which it is not visible. Vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 vertices. And edges 4 top side, 5, 6, 7, 8 which join this pyramid with this cuboid. 4 this one. So 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 4, 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16. So total age is 16. Now we verify the Euler's formula, that is F plus V minus E is equal to 2. So therefore F is what? 9. Vertex is 9 minus 16, which is equal to 18 minus 16. What is the answer? 2. So Euler's formula is satisfied for both the diagrams. So this is all about your question number 6. Move on to the next question. Move on to the question number 7. Using Euler's formula, find the unknown. So here we don't know about the faces. We know vertex is 6, edge is 12 and we want to find the number of faces. So let's see. Euler's formula is equal to F plus V minus E is equal to 2. Substitute the value. F you want to find. Vertex is 6, edge is 12 is equal to 2. So therefore F is equal to what? 6 minus 12 is minus 6. It will go over here. So 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. So what is the answer of first? 8. Second, if you consider, now what you have to find? Faces given, vertices you have to find and edges given 9. So faces 5, vertices we don't know, edges minus 9 is equal to 2. So therefore vertices is equal to what? Minus 9 plus 4, minus 9 plus 5 minus 4 is equal to 2. So therefore vertices is equal to what? 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. So what is your answer over here? 6. Now faces 20, vertices 12 and we want to find edges. So let's see how will you find. Substitute the value. Faces 20, vertices 12, edges we don't know is equal to 2. So therefore edges is equal to what? 20 plus 12, it is 32. So 32 minus E is equal to 2. So therefore E is equal to what? This E will go that side, so it is plus E. 2 come here, so it is 32 minus 2, which is equal to help of Euler's formula we can find the unknown value. Thank you. See the last question, question number 8. Can a polyhedron have 10 faces, 20 edges and 15 vertices? So the question is it possible to form such polyhedron in which number of faces 10, edges 20 and vertices 15? So we have already learned about the Euler's formula. If whatever values given for faces, edges and vertices satisfies the Euler's formula, then only we can say that that kind of polyhedron is possible. So here we will just check whether the Euler's formula satisfied or not for the given number of faces, edges and vertices. So F 10, E 20, B 15, Euler's formula is F plus B minus C is equal to 2. We check whether it is 2 or not. So faces 10, vertices 15, edges 20. So 10 plus 15 minus 20, 25 minus 20. The answer is 5, which is not equal to 2. So what we can say here? Since Euler's formula is not satisfied, so such kind of polyhedron is not possible. So this is all about your question number 8. Here exercise 10.3 and chapter is also completed. Any query you can ask me. Thank you.